Ever wonder if you can truly stay anonymous in the world of crypto? You've heard about the freedom and privacy, but then you encounter terms like KYC and suddenly, things get a little less clear. Today, we're diving into a question that many of you using or considering Beam Wallet might have. Do I need KYC in Beam Wallet? It's a crucial question because Know Your Customer, or KYC, is a regulatory process that requires financial institutions, and increasingly, cryptocurrency platforms, to verify the identity of their clients. This usually involves submitting personal documents like government-issued IDs, proof of address, and sometimes even a selfie. The goal? To prevent illicit activities like money laundering, terrorist financing, and fraud. While it's designed for security and compliance, it also touches on a core tenet of cryptocurrency, privacy. So, where does Beam Wallet fit into all of this? Beam is built on the Mimblewimble protocol, which is inherently designed for enhanced privacy and confidentiality. Transactions on the Beam blockchain are private by default, obscuring sender, receiver, and transaction amounts. This core privacy feature is a big draw for many users. However, it's important to differentiate between the blockchain protocol itself and the services built around it. When you are using the Beam Wallet software, especially the desktop or mobile versions that allow you to hold and manage your Beam coins, you are interacting directly with the Beam blockchain. For simply holding Beam and sending/receiving it directly on the Beam network, the Beam Wallet itself, as a non-custodial wallet, generally does not require you to complete KYC. You download the wallet, create a seed phrase, which is your key to your funds, remember, not your keys, not your coins, set a password, and you're good to go. The wallet doesn't ask for your name, address, or any other personal identification. This is because non-custodial wallets give you sole control over your private keys, meaning you're responsible for your own security and privacy. The situation changes, however, when you interact with external services that facilitate buying, selling, or swapping Beam. For instance, if you're looking to buy Beam using fiat currency, like USD, Euro, or NGN, through an integrated by crypto feature within a wallet, or if you're using a centralized exchange to acquire Beam, then yes, KYC will almost certainly be required. Centralized exchanges are regulated entities and must comply with anti-money laundering, AML, and KYC laws in their respective jurisdictions. They need to know who their users are to prevent financial crime. Similarly, third-party payment providers that enable fiat to crypto on-ramps will also enforce KYC. Think of it this way, the Beam blockchain and your self-custodial Beam wallet are like your personal, private vault. No one asks for your ID to enter your own vault. But if you want to convert traditional money into assets for that vault, or use a service that holds those assets for you, then the rules of the traditional financial system, including KYC, come into play. So, for the core function of holding and transacting Beam directly on the Beam network using a self-custodial Beam wallet, KYC is generally not required. Your privacy is a fundamental aspect of the Beam protocol. However, the moment you step outside that direct interaction and engage with centralized services to buy, sell, or exchange Beam for other assets, expect to go through KYC verification. It's a trade-off between convenience and direct financial integration versus the inherent privacy of the Beam blockchain itself. Understanding this distinction is key to navigating the crypto landscape. With that said, thanks for watching and until next time.